Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another great video today. I'm done for trading right now. I took a long entry on the ES futures and posted it on the Discord community, and I took a long entry into the on the Nasdaq in the Asian session yesterday evening, okay, or last night. So right now I'm going to stand down unless I see a great setup that unfolds in front of me. But I wanted to spend a little time, because I do have some time this morning, to create a video and talk about, how much did I actually start making, on a daily basis when I figured out, the whole process of trading. Now, I mentioned to you guys before that, when I first started off, I wasn't profitable, meaning making money each and every single day. Like most traders, we get into a good trade, we take a losing trade. We get into a good trade, we take a losing trade. And it's kind of an up and down seesaw effect that affects most of us, because a lot of new beginner traders fail to understand and learn market structure and being able to read the market the correct way. That's it's important. It's very imperative that you are able to read the charts correctly. All right, and you know that part of my process of how I trade is using a multiple time frame scaled down approach. And most people who are great or professional or at least experienced traders will tell you that look at a higher time frame and you have some scale down confluence. The more confluence you have when you're trading increases the probability of a win situation for you, meaning whatever strategy that you're using, the trade will tend to go in your favor. Now, traders always think that that a strategy is always going to work out, all right, 100% of the time. There's nothing that works 100% of the time, okay? Trust that, all right? Part of the reason why we get in bad trades is just because of bad trading habits. The other part is psychology, so we have to be able to train ourselves almost like a robot in a sense. We've got to program ourselves to be able to understand what we see on a daily basis. And some days we may not be feeling well or just simply have bad days. Your mood may be off. You may be disturbed by something that's going on in your personal life, and it causes you not to be able to read the charts correctly. But the key to it is, and if you identify that quickly on when you're into a session in front of your charts, then stop your trading for that day. You're not in the right mental space to actually start trading. Okay, so that's not primarily what affected me when I first started off, but I know that these are things on a daily basis that people struggle with. All right. What affects most of us when we start trading is not being properly educated, not properly being able to understand what's going on in the charts. All right. We as retail traders, and I've said this many times before, we do not have a bearing or push or pull in the market. The banks and the institutions are the ones that drive the market. We are just there for the ride. Okay. All right. Looking for the great setups, regardless of the strategy that you use on a daily in your own trading to be able to capitalize on the markets, right? So I talk about that a lot here on the channel. Now, the ES futures has been a market, my go-to, primarily since day one. Well, before I actually started using or really taking full force into the ES market, which is the E-mini S&P 500. For all those that don't know, maybe you're a new viewer here to the channel. Maybe you trade Forex or options or stocks, whatever the case is, and now you're ready to start dabbling into futures. You found the right channel for one, okay? All right. I am full-time trader, and I trade supply and demand. That's what I use on a daily basis, okay? That's the only thing I do, all right? I keep my trading very simplistic. I don't see a correct setup that is enticing to me or appetizing. I won't take it. All right. But when I first started off, I was really kind of just, looking for quicker markets, some of the faster ones, thinner markets like the Dow, even the Russell. I dabbled in those markets. Okay. And the reason why is because they had, lots of movement. Okay. The ES we know is a very thick market with lots of volume, but it's sluggish, right? You may not get a good setup every single day. You may get one and that's it. And if you don't catch it, then you have to wait, right? And you hear me talk about one and done situations. Sometimes it just takes one trade a day. Sometimes it can take just one trade a week, depending on how much money you're actually leveraging and the capital you have in the markets. But 11 years ago, yes, 11 years ago is when it all started for me, okay? And I talk about my struggle. The first 2 years almost, I didn't start becoming profitable until like really close to the end of my second year. All right. Meaning consistently being able to make money every single day. I had my winning days, I had my losing days. But the thing about how I traded was, I was very frugal. I'm not like a lot of people that even had the capital to be able to just jump into the market and start trading, and they treat it as a game at the casinos. All right, if you treat it as it that way, you're going to get railroaded sometime. I'm not saying you won't get lucky. You probably will, but then you're going to get smacked pretty hard one time, and you may blow your account. I trust me, I know people who lost big money, okay, in trading, and even if you don't lose a large amount of money right up front, losing on a daily, because you don't know how to trade, will blow your account very quick. So you can lose it all in one day or lose it all in a week or two, okay? All right? Just keep continuously cutting trades, $300 and $400 there, $500 there, $1,000 there. You will blow your account, okay? And I talk about margins in previous videos of how much I truly believe that you should have from a personal note before you start trading. I talk about the 10 times or 10x rule, okay? That being 10 times the margin trading with one contract and building up an account regardless of the market, okay? And the best opportunity to start with when it comes to trading the future, guys, if you're someone new watching the channel, please start with the micro futures first, okay? Please do yourself that favor. And I want to stop right now, and I want to say, if you aren't a current subscriber, please take the time to go ahead and click on that sub button down below now. You have nothing to lose, guys, only a plus, okay? You only have everything to gain here, okay? So I put out a lot of valuable content, as well as a lot of trade videos and discussion and detail, breaking down trades, live trade sessions, to where you can see me and my trades that I take. I go into detail about them. We got a great Discord community as well. If you want to join, find that link down in the description portion of this video, okay? But please take the time to go ahead and sub, because you only have things to gain by watching, okay? Absorbing the valuable content that I'm giving away, that knowledge for free, okay? I'm passing it along because I wholeheartedly believe, why should we as people harbor things that may help others in this life, okay? We can't take it with us, so pass it forward. Help somebody else, guys, okay? Whatever I have to share and show and it helps you, pass it forward. That's all I ask, okay? So, yes, 11 years ago, I struggled, okay? And everybody has a certain peak or climax or point to where they start to excel and do well. The curve should continue going up. But just, like me, just like many others out there, there is a process of what we go through to get us to where we want to be at, and that's profitability, all right? Now, let me go ahead, because I know you're waiting for the magical number, all right? Everyone's sitting out there right now trying to figure out, when is this guy going to get to the point to where he's talking about how much he made every day, when he started to become profitable, okay? All right, I had a goal in mind, okay? I wasn't trying to get into this to get rich. I just wanted enough money to be able to live comfortably on a daily, okay? And to me, small-time traders starting out, all right, when I came to the table, and started looking at my charts and figured out a way that systematically worked, spend loads, thousands of hours, so many days, so many restless nights, sleepless nights, trying to figure this thing out, back tested and forward tested. And I found a strategy that had a very good and high win rate. That's when I started becoming profitable, okay? And then I went from, demoing to live. Now, when I first started off, after a short period of time, I went live, okay? And that's when I noticed that, okay, first couple of trades, I won, and then I started having this losing streak. I didn't lose big money because I was getting out of my trades quick enough, because I didn't have a lot of money, enough money, or a lot of money into my brokerage account to where, I was even going to allow a trade to come back against me a certain amount of money, because I wasn't putting a large amount of money in there to actually lose, okay? All right? I was just testing the waters, okay? But when I became profitable and found a strategy, trading supply and demand, all right, I told myself, if I can make $200 a day, yes, $200 a day, then I felt like I was onto something, and I could do it consistently. Okay, I'm not talking about 200 on Monday, a break even on Tuesday, up 100 on Wednesday. I had to show myself that I was consistently being able to make $200 a day, okay, for a period of time. And that was for several months, okay? When I figured out the right way, okay, and came up with a strategy that worked for me, all right, I quickly started to become profitable, and $200 a day became very easy. The more that I was able to do it on a daily basis, so you say $200 a day times 5, that's $1,000 a week, right? A lot of people don't make $1,000 a week, okay? All right? Yeah, it may not seem like a lot of money, and people can live off of that, depending on where you live and, how you manage your money. But I had money put away, in savings or whatever the case is. So I wasn't hurting, but I wanted to find an outlet to be able to move on with my life to where I could be in control of my own destiny and make money. And I knew that $200 a day I could turn it into making more, okay? And which I did, all right? But I wanted to have some area or some means to where I could start it and to prove to myself that if I can do it consistently, I could turn 200 to 400, 400 to 600, and then go up and start making, 1,000 plus whatever a day trading. All right. Because then it's just a matter of putting more money or leveraging more money into the market. Okay. Because you perfected something. Again, I'm not going to say you're not going to have a losing trade. There's nothing guaranteed into trading. All right. Even if the setup seems that it's going to work or should work, please do not get frustrated and don't point fingers at anyone that may have shown you something, whatever the case is, because nothing is 100%. Okay? We are trading based on pure statistics and probability. Understand that. Okay? That entry, that zone that may seem like it was a high probability zone, just because it was a high probability zone does not always mean that it is going to work out. Believe that. Okay? Believe that. All right? Just the thing about it is knowing when to get out of the trade quick enough to protect your capital, secure your capital so you can get into the next winning trade. Understand that. But $200 was my goal, and I achieved it and became consistent, and that's when I had proven to myself I am 100% ready now to start, doing this full time, and then from there, over time, I started ramping up a little bit, okay? All right? Now, today, I don't have a goal per se when it comes to a true figure or dollar amount of what I need to make on a daily. Now it's just like I come into the markets as if it's just strategically base minded, looking for setups, and as long as I see clean setups, I'm going to take that trade if I'm sitting in front of the charts. All right, there's no certain dollar amount no more. Okay, I know we all have to have a certain amount to pay the bills, whatever the case is, but I know I'm going to make that to pay the bills with, regardless of the fact. It's just the fact of the matter is trying to figure out, now I'm treating this more like a business to be able to look for opportunities to build the capital, to build and grow. All right, that's what it's about. But I just wanted to share a little bit of backstory with you. Your curve as far as to when you will become profitable depends on the hard work that you put into this. The sooner that you're able to read the charts and understand what's going on, you may want to set a goal for yourself, all right? A monetary goal as far as a certain figure that you're looking to achieve to be able to become consistent each and every day. So I talk about that. That's the reason why I'm talking about this today, because I set a dollar amount that I wanted to achieve and prove to myself when I got to that point, I knew it was time, okay? I knew it was time for me to attack this thing full force, all right? But anyways, that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Find a strategy that's going to allow you to be profitable, okay? Test it, test it, test it, test it. Put it to work, make it work, and become profitable, okay? I'll see everyone in the next video. Again, if you want to join the Discord, find that link down in the description portion of this video. Scroll down, find it, click on it, invite yourself in for free, okay? Join us on the trading floor. That's where we as traders come together and we share our trades, screenshots of them. You can see trades that traders are taking. You can ask questions if you have. General chat channel as well, which is on the server. Got questions about trading futures and you're new? Come over and ask. Do not be afraid, okay? All right? There's no such thing as a scared or a not say scared. There's no such thing as a bad question, I would say, okay? Because when we first start off in whatever, no matter what it is, we are learning, okay? And please do me the biggest favor of all right now before you click off this video. Click on that thumbs up button. Please drop a like on the video. I appreciate everyone tuning in today, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.